Welcome to the Nutty Nitty Sisters podcast, a podcast about knitting, spinning, and fiber-related creations. We're your hosts,
Julie
and Judith.
You can find us on social media as Nutty Nitty Sisters on Instagram, at Nutty Nitty Sisters on YouTube, and you can email us at nuttynittysisters@gmail.com.
If you're watching for the first time, welcome, and thanks for joining us.
If you're a returning viewer, welcome back, and thanks for returning. We'd appreciate it if you'd click the subscribe button below so you don't miss any broadcasts.
Click that bell, you'll be notified as soon as new videos are loaded.
Now, grab your knitting, find a comfy spot,
And let's get a little nutty. Hello, welcome back. We are here to show our April updates on our April progress in our knitting. Julie, let's do personal updates, and you always start with the personal updates. What's happening in your world?
Busy. Lots going on in the shop for projects. Lots more traffic here than I had in the other space.
Busy girl.
Yes, I have plenty of work in the pipeline.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah.
Any chicken updates?
Chicken updates. The sick rooster is finally out of my house
Yay!
and back in the coop with his girls.
Oh, he must be so happy.
Well, he lost a little in the pecking order, I think.
Oh.
They pick on him a little bit here and there, so we have to kind of watch him. We have a couple of Rhode Island Reds that, as much as they're touted to be so sweet and nice, they can be witches.
Yeah. But your hens are mean?
Yes, and with the rooster being out of the coop, one of those decided she was going to take on the role.
Is she crowing and everything?
No.
No?
Thank goodness. No, she's not doing that, but she thinks she had to fill in while the rooster was gone.
Aha. It's always good to have a fill-in.
Yeah. They're funny animals.
Yep.
Yep.
So everybody else is doing good.
Well, we lost one little boy.
Yeah.
We lost Corona. He was, I don't know if he was quite 17 years old yet, but yeah, he was having a lot of trouble with neurological stuff, and it was getting worse and worse the past few weeks. And when I left yesterday, I could tell that he wasn't having a very good day, so I asked Cassie my daughter, to keep a watch on him, and she called just a couple hours later and said, he's really not doing good. I think you're going to want to come home. And so he was in a lot of pain, and just had to let him go.
Yeah, that's always tough. And he was some kind of terrier, right?
Rat terrier.
Rat terrier.
Yep.
Yeah. He was a good old boy.
Yeah.
But he was
Mouthy
old.
little thing, but he was a good boy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's tough.
that's made the not such a happy week, but
Yeah. But he's happier. He's chasing his tail over the rainbow.
Maybe him and Harley are playing together.
Yes. Harley Waldo.
Yep.
Yep. They're waiting for you on the other side of the rainbow.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yep. So now I have a little lost Calla.
When we were talking about him having to go over the rainbow earlier, I thought about how's Calla taking it.
She was always so bossy of him,
Yeah.
so overbearing on him, but she came out and didn't know why the bed wasn't there. And I always have to carry his dog bed from the living room to my bedroom at night, and there was no dog bed in my bedroom, and no dog bed came out in the living room, and she noticed.
They're very observant.
Yeah.
Observant. Yeah, she doesn't have anybody to boss around.
No.
That's why Mike can't go before me, because I wouldn't have anybody to boss around.
I still got the cat, and her and the cat have a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Half the time the cat will reach out and bat her while she's walking by, and then the next day they might be all cuddled up and the cat's giving Calla a bath. So you just never know.
Animals.
Yeah.
Silly animals. Well, speaking of animals, we had an exciting event.
Yes.
Not on our
Right.
little makeshift farms, but
It's been all over a week.
yeah, it was May 6th.
Yeah.
Our sister Jolinda has some goats, and she has kind of sort of thought maybe her female goat Charlotte was expecting, and right up until the day that she went into labor, she was skeptical. But Charlotte went into labor, and she delivered
Yeah.
2 little bucks. They don't have names yet, as far as I know. The last time I talked with her, they do not have names yet. But Jolinda stayed close to home all day long. All day, because she didn't want to miss it. She went to the hardware store, and Charlotte started delivering the first baby.
For her peace and quiet.
Yeah. Well, the former owner of Charlotte said the same thing happened with when Charlotte had Ellie. She waited and waited and waited, and nothing didn't. Charlotte was like looking like she was in labor, rubbing and doing all the things.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as she left, it was like midnight. She finally decided to go to bed, and she came out a couple hours later, and there's this baby running around in the stall with Mama. I think that's
Good
how
thing
Joe
she's a
told her.
good mama.
Yeah, she's a very good mama.
Yep.
But it was hard because Ellie, her firstborn, which was not last, maybe it was last spring. Was it last spring or the spring before?
I think it was last spring.
Was it last spring?
I think.
They've never been separated. So the only reason they knew that Charlotte was actually starting to deliver was Ellie freaked out. She just started screaming, and Jolinda has a video that the kids took so that Joe could see it through video, and you can hear Ellie in the background just losing her mind. So yeah, that's how they knew she was in labor. And so Joe called me, and I scampered down, and I got to be there for the birth of the second one,
Lucky
which was
girl.
crazy. We thought she was delivering the afterbirth, and she turned around to not face me. And I'm like, that's an eyeball. That's not afterbirth. That's a baby. And out he came, and yeah, they were up within. It's crazy. They hit the ground, and as soon as they take their first breath, they are trying to get to their feet. It's just instantaneous. It's crazy.
Survival instincts.
Yep. And they're doing really good. They're really smart, really healthy, good goats. So that was not even at my house, but that's the only excitement in my life.
Excitement though.
Nothing else going on in my world. So, FOs. Do you have any FOs for April, Julie?
Well, I do, but they've been gifted already, so I will try to get a picture so that we can insert it here. They're the Austin socks by the Crazy Sock Lady, Kay Litton. And the yarn was the March, my first Yarnable Box from Hypnotic Yarns. And the colorway was Celtic Fairy. So it was blues and greens and black.
Oh yes,
yeah.
You showed the whip.
Yeah.
You had one. I think you had one done
Yep.
last time. Yeah.
Yep. And Cassie's birthday was the 5th, and I got them done right on the last day of April. So I was ahead of the game for her birthday because I was also knitting. Oh, there's another finished object. Okay. Anyway, when that yarn came, it just looked like Cassie. Those colors were, I knew she would like those colors. And I did do the contrast heel and toe in black, done Roving Yarns Frolicking Feet in ebony. And she loved them.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about the fit, so I had forgotten to ask her about the fit, which I did just a few days ago, and she said they fit like gloves on my feet.
Nice.
Nice. So that's really nice when you make something, somebody likes it, it fits right, all is good.
Yep. Win.
Yep. And then I also finished, well, it's a May finished object, so I'll make sure we have a picture and everything for the next one. But
Oh yeah.
I did finish the sweater that I was working on for Kinsley.
Were you up until the wee hours?
No,
Because when I was here
one
last
night-
Friday, you had just you'd finished one sleeve.
Yep. Yep. I didn't have to stay up too late because I wasn't going down to Sarah's first thing in the morning the next morning, so I finished it off. I think I actually finished off the last 9 rows at Sarah's because I was that close.
So you didn't block it?
No. And I don't know whether it will make a difference or not, but I made the size 6'8". She just turned 5, thinking that way she would wear it a while. It just fits.
Oh.
But it's very
Kids,
easily changed. You know, it had just the garter stitch cuffs, so I can take my bind off out and lengthen the sleeves, and same with it's intended to be a little bit croppy. I didn't want to make the adult version comes down, and I wanted hers to be more of a crop fit. Not as cropped as it is right now, but I can
you
always
have plenty
lengthen
of yarn to lengthen it if you need to.
Yeah.
And the great thing about hand knits is they're so stretchy.
Yeah.
So like she'll fit into the rest of it fine.
The around of it fit her fine. She's got room with that, but.
And she's a peanut anyway.
She's a tall peanut though.
Yes.
I gotta remember that. And she absolutely loved it. Put it right on and would not take it off.
I love that.
I did not get the applique and the ladybugs put on, but she's gonna come as soon as school's out. She's gonna come spend the night with Mammy, and we'll fix that.
There you go. Perfect.
But yeah, the socks were very well received, so I was very happy.
Good deal. Anything else? Any other
finished?
FOs?
No, I wish I had other FOs. All my FOs are work FOs.
Yeah, you've been busy work. I'm now not busy, so I have plenty of time, and I still can't get everything done I want to get done for knitting. So my FOs are my baubles, and again, these are not cast off. I mean, they're not woven in, and they're not stuffed yet. They're flat little baubles, but I'll have a stuffing and weeding in ends party at the end of the year. So these are from the 55 Christmas Balls book by Arnie and Carlos. This is the first one, and this is made with done roving mini skeins as the contrast, and then the neutral color is Naked Yarns, fingering weight. And this is the same. And then this one I actually accidentally did backwards. It was supposed to be yellow with I think it's a dreidel. I can't remember what it said in the book that it is.
Yeah,
maybe it's not a dreidel. I don't think it's a dreidel.
No? Is it a cracker?
It's some kind of Norwegian thing.
Mm.
I don't remember what it is. But it was supposed to be reversed anyway. It should be yellow with neutral as the pattern. And then that one. So they're fun. They're quick. I can do one in about 3 or 4 hours, depending on how many interruptions happen. I have decided to switch from the Naked Yarns, although I love them in the bauble, and I may switch back, I don't know. The last bauble I made, you gave me a bunch of cone yarn, and I was lazy. I didn't feel like balling up another skein of the Naked Yarns, so I saw that white cone sitting there, so I just started pulling off of that, and it actually worked. It's quite nice. It's a lot brighter white. It's not a neutral color. It's a white. It's really white. And it's acrylic, but I've started using that instead. Yeah. Yep. So those are the baubles. And then my dishcloths, just to prove that I'm not showing the same 4 dishcloths every week, I brought the whole stack. So you can see I am definitely making more than just the same 4 dishcloths every podcast. So yeah, those are an ongoing thing. I am one behind on those. Next, my last beer can beanie. I did that the first week of April as a filler until I was able to do my socks. So beer can beanie is by There She Knits is her Ravelry designer name. Her name? Layla something. I'll put it
Layla
down.
Raven.
Layla Raven, thank you. Yes. So this is the fourth and final one, unless I decide to make myself one, for my husband and his drinking buddies, his shitheads. And then I think I've talked about this. I think I talked about this in the March one. One day the kids came over. It was early April, and it was so cold. And they wanted to play outside, so they went and they came back in and said, Nana, our hands are cold. And I had no mittens for my babies. So I immediately grabbed my needles and some hand spun yarn. These were kits that I bought for the kids from Napa Valley Fiber. And they helped me make them into rollags on the blending board. And I made these. These are the simplest, World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits. So those are Lincoln's, made with his blending board rollags. And then Dylan's, which actually have little beads on them. You can see there's a bead. Whoops, there's a bead right there. And the beads were just added randomly throughout the rollags. Nice, sparkly, yummy. This was called, I can't remember what his was called. His was just like a random mini kit. Hers was chocolate raspberry cake. And the only thing I do not like about the pattern is the thumbs are very small. Now that might be okay for a kid, but I thought the thumbs were very tiny, not very long. So I don't even know if they'll fit into these next year, but they're there if they need them. They're so squishy. Next, my April sock from Helen Stewart, handmade, Curious Handmade. Her Handmade Sock Society, Season 4, Pattern 3. Those Marches, or these are Aprils.
Does she do one a month?
I don't remember. These are Helen Stewart's Wild Bees socks from her Handmade Sock Society knitting, and the yarn is by A Yarn to Die For Design, Robin Beale. Love her yarn. It's
that colorway.
Abounding Tranquility. I kept calling it Abundant. It's Abounding Tranquility. But these are like little, you can see they're like little bees on the pattern all the way down the front. And then the toes, yeah, I just did toes, not heels. The toes were, it was a done roving, I think. I'm pretty sure it was a done roving. But anyhoozle, there they are. And they fit like a glove. I love how much structure Robin's yarn brings to the sock. Like it's a nice, dense fabric, nice definition on the pattern. I was a little afraid with all the color in the yarn that you wouldn't get very much pattern definition, but they still really show very well.
It's got a nice blend. It's not color blocks.
Yes.
You know, it's almost a tonal kind of effect.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased with those. And then I intended to do these for the Wool Wide Adventure with Morehouse and I Thought I Knew How and Irene Wagner and Amy Snell. This is Amy's pattern, Wanderly. And this is knit in some of my hand spun.
And hand dyed.
And hand dyed, yes. The orange is a American wool. I think it's actually Corriedale. And then it's dyed in a color I call Dirty Carrot. And then the heels, toes, and cuffs are Cheviot yarn in Butternut Patch. Yes. So there are they. And I loved this pattern. It was a simple, like one stitch cable. And so I was able to do it without it even leaving the needles. And I haven't worn them yet because I've been waiting to show them, so I can't wait to put them on my feet.
Now you get to wear them.
Now I get to wear them. And last but not least for FOs is the, what was it called? Simple Things by the Noble Thread. This was done with my December Paradise Fiber of the Month Club box. The purple is My Dear Lucy. The gold is One True King. And this was my first hand spun lace weight yarn. And it's so pretty.
It is.
I
Beautiful.
am so pleased.
And it has beads.
It
right?
does have beads, yes. It wasn't the beads that came with the box. I didn't have a crochet hook that was small enough to fit into the holes, but I had purchased a bunch of these little, they're
Tri-beads, I think. Is that what they call? Or no, they're lined.
Yeah, they're silver lined glass beads from, I want to say Czechoslovakia. I might be wrong. It might be Yugoslavia. I don't remember. I think it was Czech.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Check glass, yeah.
Czech glass, yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a whole bunch of them because my intention with my first beaded project was the Solarium shawl.
Mm.
I don't remember who it's by, but it's basically a circular shawl that has the beads placed in where the constellations would be in the sky in a certain point. And yeah, that's a big project and it's a ways away. So I have officially knit with beads. I can check it off my list.
I gotta do it.
But
Haven't
there
got
she
there
is.
yet, and it's beautiful.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I've not worn it yet, again, because I wanted to show it while it was freshly blocked, but now it can go in my stash of many, many, many shawls. I have way too many. That's it. That is all my FOs.
Yeah.
But they're all small, really, except for the shawl.
Yeah, well.
They're all small. What about
It
whips?
counts. It still counts.
I know.
Whips. Oh, the endless
The
whips.
endless whips.
This one is almost a finished whip, though.
It looks so good. Don't drop any stitches.
No, I'm in the middle of a row, so I'm trying to be careful. But this is the blue water wrap that I've been working on, and I am down to, let's see, I'm on
It's so
chart B
lusciously big.
23. So I have about 29 rows to go.
Wow. It's so long. It's gonna wrap around and just be so cozy.
And I did the 5 repeat, like from here to here is a repeat, and you could do 5 or 6 of those. I went with 5, and I love it. The blue water wrap is by Tressa Wiednar, and that is the pattern front. Sinbike, I think is the way she said. Sinbike Knits is how you'll find her on Instagram. And I knit it with, I believe it's called Just Yarn. And I believe it's by Universal Yarns. It's 100% merino, and
Like
it was
even
just
just the strand is
look
so
how it's
poofy.
it's so stretchy and bouncy.
Yeah.
I think that's why the stitch the texture shows up
Yeah.
so well. I'm really, really happy with it.
I'm gonna have to knit this.
It's-
It must be so much fun
Oh, it is,
with
because
all the
it's,
texture.
well, it's only 110 stitches too.
Yeah.
So you get across a row really quickly, and even the little charts they're small. This is the
Yeah.
largest chart right here, and that one's 23 rows, I believe. 23 rows. So in no time you're changing and doing a different chart. So yeah, it definitely keeps your interest, and
Is it a purl rest row? Like, is the wrong side all pearls?
not
Or
always.
Not
Depends
always.
on the chart.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's a very well written pattern. It's easy. Anybody can knit this. The only one that I hadn't actually done yet was purl through the back loop, and I mean it's nothing. There's YouTube videos, but it's basically if you do a knit through the back loop, all you're doing is, instead of your needle coming in from right to left in the back of the stitch, it's coming in from left to right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not hard. It's just a little fiddly, but it's not difficult
A
at
big
all.
change in direction of your needle is
Yes,
all.
it is a little bit slower because you're really,
Changing.
changing. Yeah, but it gives a very cool effect. It helps to really pop things out and make that texture really stand out.
I love it.
Yep. Very anxious for it to be
Excuse me.
done.
What's the color?
I think it was just a number, if I remember right. So I
Oh.
don't know what the actual.
It's such a
color
pretty,
is.
like a pastel.
And I've only
purple.
got 2 balls left, so it better be about done. I thought I was going to have plenty left over. Well, no, it's actually going through it quite well. So this is, it's 50 gram balls, 131 yards, DK, 100% merino, just yarn.
DK.
So, yep, it's DK.
I don't have a lot of
And
DK in my stash.
I didn't. I bought this quantity for something, but guess who couldn't remember what they bought the quantity for?
It's the hazards of having a large
It was
stash.
meant to be this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's color 574. I
Oh.
don't know what they actually call it, and I don't know if it will actually show up. But it's a
It's like
very
a
pale
smoky-
lavender.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like a
almost grayish
smoky lavender.
Yep,
Oh, it's so pretty.
love it.
I love it. You can just live on my lap for the rest of the month.
Oops, and there goes some stitches.
Shh, don't breathe.
No, I don't get all stirred up anymore. You fixed me on that one.
It depends on the yarn. I have a pair of socks on my needles right now that if I drop a stitch,
Oh, because it's slippery.
it's slippery, and I don't know what has gone on with my sock gauge, but it is so tight. I'll
Oh,
show it
wow.
to you because it's
Are you using a different method, maybe? Like the
no.
9-inch
I'm using the same 9-inch
Huh.
circ that I do on all of my, but it's a lot of purling.
Oh, so I'll bet your tension is different when you purl.
I think it is.
Yep.
Yep.
It's not much to show because it's just been cast on, but
What a pretty yarn.
if I can get it untangled out of here, I gotta find my needle. Actually, I need to get or make or fix the situation about not having enough needle minders. I love those things. So just a little bit of the cuff started. This yarn is the April Yarnable from Hypnotic Yarns, and it is deep,
Golly.
dark, moody.
I love it.
It's got lots of purples and grays,
Very
and black.
deep
Oh, it's
purple.
very deep purples, yeah.
Like
But
an
there are
eggplant.
pops. There are pops here and there of almost some like negative space that is almost a
Yeah.
pink kind of color. Whoop. This is her label. Yarnable by Hypnotic Yarns. And I think she just had the
She
opening
did.
for the boxes and now it's closed.
Yeah.
She opens maybe 3 or 4 times a year, so you definitely want to follow her on Instagram and sign up for her newsletter so you can find out when it opens again. It's very affordable, and there are options for 1 skein of fingering, 2 skeins of fingering. I think there's a DK box too. I think 1 or 2 skeins of DK, you can choose that too. But the April one was Stormwatch.
Oh, very good.
Good
very
name,
appropriate
yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's on her plush sock fingering, 8515 superwash merino nylon, 437 yards and 100 grams. And I made the Austin socks out of the March one, and I really like her yarn. It's working great for socks. Really. This one, oh, the pattern. Okay, what did I choose for pattern? I thought I was going to do the Wanderly socks, and I looked, and that's actually sport. And I couldn't really come up with a way. If I held it double, it was going to be too big.
There's also Wanderlust, I think, that's fingering by Amy Snow.
I didn't know
I think
that.
it is, yeah.
But I saw this one, and I went, oh, this is a nice dark yarn. I think maybe the patterning will be okay in it, because I really think they're cool. It's Business Casual by Tanis Fiber Arts.
Oh, I like the little triangle pattern.
It's full Argyle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think that will work nice.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on. And I'm way behind. My intention was to do an unboxing, cast on the socks for that month. By the time the next box comes, I'd have the pair of socks done.
When does your next box come, Julie?
My next box is here.
Whoopsie.
And you guys are gonna get a special treat. We're gonna do the unboxing on this episode.
Yay!
So I'm not gonna do a separate Yarnable unboxing.
It'll all be here.
Mm.
An exclusive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
That's my
I
whips.
love that yarn.
Yeah.
When I saw her post that she was opening it up, I was, oh man. I have so much stash. I literally have no more room. And Tour de Fleece is coming up, so I'm going to be spinning. But at least that's swapping out fiber space for yarn space. Like, I'll at least be going through something to free up space. That's my story anyway.
We're sticking to it.
Wait till we get to acquisitions. Yeah, I almost did it, but no, I have so much already. Got to work through it.
Oh, I did show. Okay, yeah. I don't think I'm going to do contrast heels and toes on this one. I think I'm just going to do it.
Yeah. I have to kind of see the sock, like with the Handmade Sock Society, I have to see the finished product to see whether or not I think that it needs heels, toes, and cuffs. Like her first one I think I did just toes because I was afraid I was going to run out, and it was top down. So I was afraid I was going to run out and not have enough for the second sock, and so I just did a toe. And then these ones I did, the ones on my feet, I did heels and toes because I just thought it would look cool. And then the ones that I just showed, I just loved that golden honey color with that. But I only wanted a touch. I didn't want it all over.
Yeah.
And the ones I'm doing now, I'm doing just total.
Yep.
There's going to be no contrast anything.
Yep. That's where these are. I knew when I did oh, there it is right there. That was
That's
the socks.
Cassie's socks.
Yep. I knew that she would like the contrast with the heels and toes. And I had that little bit of black, and I went,
perfect.
Oh, black is perfect with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, any more whips?
No.
That's it? You've only got 2 whips?
Yeah, I've got a couple bags that have things in them that are...
Intentions.
No. I have one shorty sock sitting in a bag that needs the other shorty sock done. I have...
Is that the test knit? Or was the test knit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. And then I have a sweater that was a test knit.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah. But that was kind of a mistake test knit. It got sent to me by mistake. It was intended for some other Julie.
Oh, well, we'll take it.
I think that's that's it for the stuff in the bags that needs to get done.
We'd be here all night if I talked about what I have in bags.
I really want to get back to having one project. I say one project at a time. Like with the Yarnable Box, I know I'm always going to have a sock going, but no more than one other whatever.
A sock and a big
something.
project.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I have some sweaters I want to do.
Tell me about it. I have a lot, like I said, if I talked about what was in bags, we'd be here all night because I have and every time I think, okay, I've got it under control, I free up a bag, and guess what?
Something else
I
comes
find
along.
another pattern to put in that bag.
Yep.
But at least I'm going through the yarn that way, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's my story. So
Look, that's shiny.
Exactly. Exactly. And I gotta stay off of social media. I was doing really, really good until I got back on social media. And then with the OIFF, she had the final event project at the end of that event that was a hat. And then it transitioned right into a cowl for or Cal, K-A-L, for Hat Not Hate, where you make as many hats as you can for Hat Not Hate. So of course I've got to participate in that, right?
Yep.
And then you gave me a pattern for the Crofter's Cap and the one for Shetland Wool.
Oh yes.
And the night I got home with that pattern from here, last Friday night, it was either last Friday or the Friday before. The night I got home, I saw Jana's video from Purl Together that she's doing a cow for the Crofter's Cap. So of course I have to join that. So there's another thing on the needles. So I have a lot on the needles right now. My sock for this month for Helen Stewart's Handmade Sock Society is called, I don't remember, I'll put it here. It's based on a little plant, I don't know if it's a weed, it's a plant that grows, Anyway, it's based on a little plant in Australia. And you can just barely see it right there.
Yeah.
It's a little accent in the pattern. It's called a star stitch. And this yarn it's a done roving. I want to say it's copper pennies.
Probably. Yep.
But for some reason, this is knitting so much tighter.
Are these supposed to be for you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They're long enough, they're going to be snug. But you know what? With all of this, it actually has quite a bit of stretch.
Yeah.
And I think when it blocks, it's going to bloom a little. And I like snug socks, so we'll see. My biggest concern is this right here.
The instep.
Yeah. But look at that stretch.
That's the stretch, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've done a toe up sock with gusset, heel flap and gusset. So there is a little bit of improvisation because I was going along, and I think I decreased too many because I ended up with 33 on this side, and you should decrease down to 31 on the other side. And I had 28. So I had to kind of go back a little bit, tink back a little bit, and try to reclaim a couple stitches. But I'm back on track, so there she is. Yeah, but it's a heck of a lot of fun. The pattern is quick, and on the circulars, yeah, it's going nice. So there it is. That's
Is
my
that your
sock.
Chowgu circulars?
Yes, these are my Chowgu. And they are being kept in a Yarn to Die For Designs Christmas bag, because what else would one knit socks in May for but a Christmas bag? And then I've got, of course, my baubles and, of course, my dishcloths. And then I also have the Nova Tunic T-top thing.
Oh, yeah.
I have just gotten to a slog spot. I put it in the round because I thought that would be better, because I could just knit, and now I'm bored. So this is the back, and this is the front. And I have probably, I thought I only had 2 inches. Oops, I pulled a thread there.
Is this hand spun?
No,
No?
this is Classic Elites.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Classic Elite yarn. There's the yarn.
I like the way it's coloring up.
Yeah, me too. I really do. I can't wait to get it done. I want to wear it for the summer. It's just taking so long. So long. But I will get a second wind eventually. I just got distracted on other shiny things. And I thought that the last time we looked at it, I was here and I said, oh, I've only got 2 more inches. And she's like, no, you've got about more, like 4 or 6 more. And she's right. Before I go for the sleeves, because the slit on the side, the split is quite, yeah.
Yeah, if you want the split like at your hip bone,
Yeah.
you get about.
I've got a lot more to go. So that depressed me and I put it on timeout. This is the Nova by Shabui Knits. Pattern is here. It is a pay-for pattern. Yeah, so I've got a little bit more to go before I get to the sleeves. Yeah.
Be great in a linen silk yarn.
This is linen flax and silk, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought linen flax.
I think that's what it's, maybe it said cotton. Maybe it said cotton and flax.
Oh, okay. Because I thought flax was linen, but maybe.
You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Let me see what the yarn said. So it's Classic Elite Bellino is the name of the yarn. And it's a discontinued yarn by Classic Elite. It's DK weight. It's linen, rayon, and cotton.
Ah, okay.
Linen, rayon, and cotton. So when I did my swatch, it did bloom a little bit. I'm hoping it'll bloom a little bit, but not too much. It didn't bloom a lot, but it bloomed enough that I think it's going to fill in some of that space.
Yep.
That you're seeing through the fabric.
Yeah. And the linen will grow. And the rayon will probably allow it to grow some too.
Yeah.
But the rayon will give it that nice drape.
I'm just hoping, like, the linen bags that I knit, the market bags, they really grow. I'm hoping this shirt doesn't do the same because it'll be a dress by the time it's done.
It'll be a leggings tunic then.
But that's okay. I'm okay with that. It'll be a bathing suit cover-up. And my last whip is, like I talked about, the Crofter's Cap. And this is, it's a hot mess because it's all over the place. And the way that Jana is running the cowl, she's doing like a tutorial each week. And so it's basically you knit to here and then stop. And I cheated a wee. I know, I'm naughty. I started a little bit of the color work and then I'm like, I got too much going on. I can't finish this hat. I need to stick on task with Jana.
That's one thing about those hats. Katie's cap, when I did that, I couldn't put it down.
Yeah, when I did Harriet's, the Harriet hat and the headband, you're going along and it's so much fun. So these are the colors I've got going on. These are the greens that were in the headband part of it. And then I'm using a naked yarn, undyed. This is Main Fiber Supply. I don't remember the colorway, but it was used in my Find Your Fade. These are all stash. I'm so happy. This was a advent calendar from, used to be Farm Girl Fibers, is now Raven Moon. I can't remember. Fiber Arts, I think. And I don't remember what this is. I have no idea.
Mystery yarn.
Mystery yarn. I have no idea what it is. I think it might be done roving, but don't quote me on it. These are the other two colors that are going to be in the main section of the hat. The light blue is Moon Raven Fiber Arts, and then the green here is another mystery. My mother gave it to me like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and it has no company name on it, and it's all German, I think. So I don't know what it is. But it works, so. That's going to be De Crofter's Cap. And that's it.
All right.
So too many whips. Too many whips. The cap will be done this month. The socks, obviously, every month. The Nova, I can't guarantee it'll be done this month.
I'm gonna put you to work on it.
I know. I've got to just bang it out. So, acquisitions.
Oh. Yes, Knitters Without Borders. She had posted, I believe it was in her stories, something from, I told you I wouldn't remember.
That's what we got the phones
Yep, I've got it. Night School Knits on Instagram. Lynn from Night School Knits. In her story, no, what do they call that? The thing down here.
Highlights.
In her highlights, she has one that is called Chemo Caps. And she is in need of 140 hats by 2022 for people going through cancer treatment. She said back 2 weeks ago that she had 8 months, about 240 days. Not sure I can do this alone. Want to know more. And Knitters Without Borders jumped right on and said, hey, can anybody help her out? If you do, I'll send you a free skein of yarn. How generous is that? Gee whiz. The only thing that they requested was that it was, very soft yarn, obviously, and that the hat be unisex. So I went on and actually I messaged her and asked her, what would you suggest? What's your softest yarn you carry? And she said, hands down, Blue Fiber Company. And this is, they are in Portland, Oregon. It's 80% superfine superwash merino, 20% Mongolian cashmere. It's DK 273 yards, and this is the colorway Peregrine, and it is a deep, saturated,
blue,
gorgeous blue, almost a royal blue, like almost a hint of purpley to it. But it's got some real dark places in it too that are almost black.
Yeah.
It's so dark.
It almost looks like it's tonal, I think.
Yep.
But it almost looks like it looks like it's got multiple colors in it.
Yeah.
It's not just blue. It's beautiful.
It's a gorgeous blue. That's what it is. And she sent some little freebies. So here is a Blue Fiber Company sticker.
Nice.
And a cute little leather tag with her logo on it.
Oh, how
Look
cute.
at the blind squirrel. Oh, I probably got him upside down. Oh, I do. Poor little squirrel.
I love those tags.
Yeah, it's got a metal post, so you just pop it through your knit stitches and flap the other side over top of the little post, and I think they're so cute.
Beautifully removable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Laundering
washing.
ease. Yeah. So
That
I
yarn
just
is so soft.
it is. It's amazing.
So squishy soft.
Yep. It's gonna be luscious to knit with.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't believe how generous she's
Right?
being to, knit a hat and get a skein. She'll donate the skein of yarn. All you gotta do is put in a little time.
Love it.
Yep.
So you also have a Yarnable unboxing to share with
I
us,
do.
Julie.
I'm gonna do it special on our
Yay!
podcast
Nutty Nitty
instead
Sisters
of a whole
exclusive.
separate one. So, this is my May Yarnable box. Still sealed. I think I received it just one of the first day or two of May, and it's been sitting. I've been
You
good.
have way more willpower than I do.
Yeah. Well, so here we go. It's
I've never been here for a live unboxing.
no. So the seal is broken. Like I said, this is the May Yarnable box. It's a subscription box by Hypnotic Yarn. You can go to yarnable.net and get on the waiting list. Right there, yarnable.net. Get on the waiting list. You'll want to get on the waiting list because she only has openings for subscriptions like 3 or 4 times a year maybe. It's very reasonably priced, and you have options as far as 1 skein or 2 skeins, fingering or DK, I believe is also an option. So I get the 1 skein because I know I'll knit socks. And my goal is to, when the box comes, cast on for that month's socks so that when the next box comes, I'll be ready to cast on for the next socks. Well, let's see. We are not very far right now. We just showed them. Unfortunately, that's April.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not going to have April socks done, and here we are. Unboxing
I
the
do
May
the
box.
same thing with my Paradise Fibers.
Yeah.
Swear I'm going to spin it and make something out of it in
I-
1 month,
yep.
but it never happens.
I did it with intention, but at least I've cast on.
There you go.
And the way I look at it is, well, if I can at least get one of those socks done, which I failed this time, but that's going to be the goal. Get one of the socks done, and then I know that, okay, I've got the pattern that I want, and I know that it's going to work out, and I just got to do the other sock. I don't really have second sock syndrome. Usually when I get that first sock done, I'm like, okay.
Right on to the next.
Now we get going and get these done.
The Handmade Sock Society has really broken me of my second sock syndrome.
Yeah.
I dive right into that second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to
If you
mention,
can-
then you have actual socks you can wear. You can't wear
Yes.
just one.
Yes, because my idea is I started subscribing in March, so if I can get a pair of socks out of each of the boxes, then by the end of the year I'll have 9 pairs of socks,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is pretty cool. Actually, I'll have 8. I gifted a pair. Gifted the first box. So, when you get your box, you get the yarn, comes in its own little bag.
A surprise
So it's
bag.
kind of a little surprise.
I like that.
Set that aside for now. And then you get a little goodie bag.
Aww.
Everything comes in a little nice reusable organza bag. And inside the organza bag, you also get your card that tells all about, let's see, tells about where to go, yarnable.net. May 2021, Sweet Pea is brought to you by Spring Fever, Fresh Cut Grass, and Bird Songs. Sounds very pleasant.
Yes, very springy.
Yeah. And then the extras. So we have Pixie Stix Room Spray from Happy Scents Co.
Ooh,
That
Pixie
must be
Stix.
this. Pixie Stix Room Spray.
yummy.
Oh, all bottled up.
I can sense some sweetness coming.
Really?
Pixie Stix.
Oh, Pixie Sticks are
Sweet.
sweet. Yes.
Candy.
Okay. So there we are. Pixie Sticks, Room and Linen Mist from Happy Scents. Happy Scents Co. And it's a room and linen mist. I'm wondering what scent. Doesn't say. Shall we find out?
Pixie Stix is is it Pixie Stix? Is it candy?
Ooh, I don't know, but boy, it smells good.
Spray it, spray it.
Mmm. It smells yummy. It smells good enough to eat. Sweet. Ready? Oh my gosh, it smells good already. Nothing. Did you get it?
Oh my.
Oh. That candy.
When we leave here, you can spray that in my car.
Oh my gosh, that smells good.
Oh, that's yummy.
It's sweet, kind of like a candy, but it's got some vanilla. I can smell some vanilla notes in there. And something
it's like
warm.
Sweet with a warm undertone.
Yes, exactly. Ooh, I like that. That's a 2 fluid ounce bottle. I wonder if they have it in like 16. I'll have to check that out.
A bubble bath.
Ooh, that would be a good idea. Let's see. Then we have I'd Rather Be Knitting webcam privacy cover. Oh, look at that little thing. Cute. I'd rather be knitting. I'll probably have to get really close on that one.
Huh.
It says I'd rather be knitting with skinny yarn, and it goes on your computer. It's to cover your camera.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, that's cute.
So you can open it when you want to use your camera and shut it when you don't.
When it's locked. Yeah.
So much better than what I've got on my work laptop.
Card, little piece of card.
No, it's a stick-on fingernail.
Oh my gosh. The truth be told here on the podcast.
So when I join a meeting, my face is purple. Like, it's just a purple, because the webcam can kind of see through the fingernail. What are the Color Street? One of those Color Street things? I just went...
And you don't take it off for your meetings?
No, I do not show my face on work meetings.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I go to work. Work doesn't come into my home.
Oh, yeah, there
so
you
they
go.
don't see my home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have Sweet Pea Hat Pattern by Dana Ray Makes. Sweet Pea Hat. There is a little bit of info about it.
Cool.
And then you have, download pattern. Yeah. Got a little link on the back to get your free pattern.
Nice.
And her cards also come with, you get a code that you can scan to go, tells you all about the stuff in the box, more details, and you get a scratch off so that you have a coupon code under there that you can use until the end of the month.
Cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like it.
I love the little organza bags.
Yeah.
I
those
love
are
those.
handy. Very handy.
Stuff them with lavender and stick them in your stash.
Definitely.
And the yarn.
Oh,
the yarn.
we're gonna have the
We're
most
all waiting with bated breath about the yarn.
All right, this is what everybody there gets the first peek.
Oh, do I have to
before
close my eyes?
Yeah, they get the first peek. Okay.
Okay, the camera's on this side.
Yeah, I'm trying. Without looking, I'm trying.
I'm looking.
Okay. Well. Ooh.
It looks like black cherry ice cream.
Oh, yeah, it kind of does.
First thing I thought of, black cherry ice cream.
Yeah, it actually kind of does. It's a nice pale pink.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's actually a little bit more. It's really washing out, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it. It's kind of like a peony pink. This is more like what the real pink looks like here in the all over. And then it's got the pops of like a Merlot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
that
can
is
you
so
just
pretty.
go and buy that colorway?
I don't believe so.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, gotta subscribe.
But see, I would love to go and get like a sweater's quantity of that. One skein would not be enough if it came in that color. I'd be like, okay, I've seen the box, I've seen the color, I love it, I want more.
Go to yarnable.net for the details on
Nice
that.
seals, lady. I love it.
Because I'm not 100% sure. Maybe you can.
I would love
I
it.
have not checked that out yet.
That's gorgeous.
Because I'm on a real yarn diet.
I know. I'm supposed to be too, but
I mean, this is
I've
not
already
a
broken
yarn
it, so.
diet. It really isn't. But
I don't think subscription boxes are included.
so this colorway is Sweet Pea. Yeah, that was aptly named.
Yeah.
Sweet Pea. It's on her plush sock, fingering, 85-15, superwash merino nylon, 437 yards and 100 grams.
Love it.
Yeah, her yarns are so bouncy and squishy.
But that's definitely going to be a sock.
colors.
It's not going to be that hat.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a sock.
Those are going to be really pretty socks.
Yeah, I think so. And I'm thinking I may do shorties.
Ooh.
I think I might do shorties this time. And
It'd be nice for spring, like a spring pair of socks.
yeah, spring summer socks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure. Oh, there's even little. I don't know if that's where the color broke, but there's little pops of gray and black here or there. So maybe I'll do gray heels and toes.
Ooh, that would be so pretty.
Yeah,
Like a really, like a steel gray or
Yeah.
lighter.
yeah, the midway grays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. Don't know the pattern yet, so
Comment below.
Help me out.
Comment below if you have
Suggest
a
some
good pattern, good
patterns.
sock pattern.
Because this one definitely is splotchy, so I think it's gonna need to be less patterned type of sock of some sorts. There was one I saw, I'm gonna have to look it up again. It kind of did like swirls up the leg. Something like
Ooh.
that would work.
Yep.
Yeah.
A subtle pattern.
Right. Yep.
Yep.
Just something almost like the pattern I chose for the April one. Just a simple lines or geometric something, but
Yeah, nothing too lacy,
right.
but something that is like a good structural
Mm-hmm.
pattern or even geometric pattern.
Maybe I could just do basket weave. I could just
Yep.
do vanilla sock and put basket weave on the leg and the top of the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Help me out though.
Lots of options. Yeah.
Help me out. All right, so definitely go to yarnable.net. Check out the subscription. You won't regret it. Every month is a surprise. If you're not into surprises, you can get a sneak peek. She does put out sneak peeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen her post
Yep.
talk about sneak peeks.
Follow her on Instagram, Yarnable and Hypnotic Yarns. Get on the waiting list so you know when the subscriptions open the next time. And enjoy. I'm going to.
Any other acquisitions?
That's it for our acquisitions.
All right. Well,
I had to leave room for you because
my
we're going to be here a
Lord.
while.
So one of the things I love about the Online International Fiber Festival is Anne chooses some of the most interesting vendors for the event, and I try to resist. I try, but I can't. So I did get some things. One thing is not from the OIFF, and I forgot my hoodie.
Oh.
I have been binge watching Arnie and Carlos sit and knit for a bit. They are hilarious. They are putting out so much content on their YouTube channel that is just so good. It's got everything from knitting, crocheting. Arnie is collecting whips from secondhand stores and finishing them for people.
Oh, wow.
Just like it's like home decorating, cooking, all kinds of fantastic content they're putting out. So I was watching one of their podcasts, and they had on these sweatshirts. Arnie had a zip-up one with their logo here, and Carlos had a pull-on with a big logo on the chest, and it's just adorable. They're so cute. So I got the zip-up, the hoodie with the logo here, and I will insert a picture of it because I forgot to bring it. But if you spent so much, you got free shipping. So, of course, I added a tote bag. And it's got their logo. So there's Arnie and Carlos and Freya and Helmer. So cute. And they're great little bags. They've got a little pocket, a little snap pocket on the inside. And they're made by Teespring. Teespring. That's where the merchandise link takes you from their website. So, yeah, that has been the first yarny, not really yarny, but yarnish purchase I've made in a while.
It's an Arnie purchase.
It's an Arnie.
Not yarny, it's an Arnie.
Arnie and Carlos yarny purchase. So, anyhoozle, back to the OIFF. So, I can't help it when Anne has such great vendors on there, but to purchase. So, my first purchase was the first day from southern United States, and the name of the vendor is Leatherwood Creek Farm, and she sent me some cute little cards. The faces behind the fiber. So there's some of her sheep from her farm, from their farm. And then meet our milkers. So these are their goats that provide the milk. So my intention was not to get any yarn or fiber. And I started off really good. I got some, it's fiber, but it's dryer balls for the dryer. And I can't wait to try them out. I've been waiting so that I could share them with you, but I can't wait to try them out. I've heard they're amazing. And I also have 2 boxes of dryer sheets that I have to go through before I... Oh. But I did cancel my auto ship, so there's that. And then she also had goat milk soap. So I can't resist lavender mint, and I know you can smell it.
Here. Oh, I'm relaxing already.
This box, I actually got this at the beginning of the week, and it's been sitting on my desk, and when the sun hits it, it heats up, and it just smells yummy. And that one's lavender, and I just love them. Oh, they smell so yummy.
Yes, they do.
So that was the first arrival from OIFF vendors, and then the second one, this was not the second purchase. There were other purchases.
Oh yes, there were other purchases.
Stay tuned. You'll want to watch our future episodes because I have some stuff coming from Poland, Norway, and Italy. And I think that's where I finally said, I need to stop. I might have done one other one. I think I might have gotten one from Morocco. I can't remember. And then I won a contest. I won something on the thing. So I do have something coming from ceramic. I can't remember. You'll have to stay tuned. This is from Belfast Mini Mills in Canada. And they had Samoyed fiber. During Anne's last festival, I got Samoyed fiber from Alaska. And I got it in like a beautiful peach, and then there's like variegated like peach, natural, and like a light blue, a sky blue color. So I thought this would be perfect to go with it. It's the same weight, but it is spun a little bit differently. I don't know if you can see. Like you've got some bits, it's more like a hand spun.
Yeah.
It's more like a hand spun kind of look. You've got some bits that are, look like they're spun a little fluffier than others. So I think it's going to be lovely with the other ones. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's Samoyed, so I couldn't resist. And then they also had fiber. I'll save you from this crinkle. I got 2 of these. This is 100% alpaca, which is these.
It is
it's
like
just
a
cloud. Yes. This is their buckle. What was it? Buckleberry.
Buckleberry something. Bumbleberry buckle.
Bumbleberry buckle. And it's actually got 4 different colors in it. There's like a pink, a wine, and then like a purpley, and a very pink. It's beautiful. There we go. There's the 4 colors. And it's 100% alpaca, so it's super soft. It's going to spin. Julie did a practice finger spin. And it's going to spin amazingly, and it will give you this kind of marled look with those 4 colors together. I can't wait. Is it Tour de Fleece time yet?
Not quite, but you're getting there.
I can't wait. And then the other one I got So those two were 4 ounces each. So I got 8 ounces of the alpaca. Thinking maybe I can do a sweater and that can be the color work kind of thing. And then I got 16 ounces of fine merino in gold ochre. It's merino roving. And this is also super soft.
Yeah, and it's in a nice, you can
Yep.
just spin right off it.
Yep, it's just going to be easy. I'm going to just have that bag down by my wheel and go, go, go. I might have to get me a jumbo flyer. But, yeah, it's so pretty and so soft. I love the mustardy color. I really actually gave a lot of thought to this because my winter wardrobe is typically wines, teals, and mustards. So
whatever you make will fit right in.
yes. And that's it. I'm done. For
And
now.
So is the pocketbook.
Yes, it really is. But you know what? I think small business artisans are struggling so much right now with everything being locked down. Not locked down, but you know, people
It
aren't.
takes a while to ramp back up and recover
Yeah.
from a year of getting hit.
Yep. Yep. So I figure if I can help a little bit and feed my habit, why not? So that's all I have. So thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. If you would like to follow us personally on social media, where can we find you, Julie?
I am Julz Makes on Facebook. I am Julz.makes on Instagram and Julz Larrabee on Ravelry.
I am Nanas_house15 on Instagram and Nana's House 15 on Ravelry. So until next time, stay nutty and keep knitting. Bye!